Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Adobe Live. I am here with Ari Woeste, and she's going to be focusing on hand lettering over the next 2 days, specifically celebrating the role of failure within success. So this is going to be a pretty fun stream. I'm your host, Kristine Arth, and yeah, I'm happy to be here. Happy to see a lot of people out in chat that we've been seeing over the past couple weeks. Yeah, super fun. So we have a really great show over the next couple days. There's a lot of, well, you saw Kathleen this morning, so make sure that you guys are keeping up with the Daily Creative Challenge. And Ari's going to be here with us for the next 2 hours, focusing with hand lettering. At 11:30, we'll be back with Andrea Hawk, and that'll be an XD Daily Creative Challenge. After that, we've got Liz Wells for XD workflows and pro tips, and then Andrew Hockrattle will be here for Adobe Illustrator Daily CC. So stick with us. It's going to be a really fun day, great programming, and say hello to us from wherever you're from. I see Tim Mobeast is out there and Jimmy Mitchell. Awesome. Amazing. All right.
Jimmy Mitchell is full of failure.
Full of failure. That's right. We're all full of failure, everybody.
Start off strong.
That's right. So, Ari, tell us a little bit about your background and what you're up to this next couple hours with us.
Well, okay. I was originally a science and math kid, and I found myself drawn to design. I kind of just took a big leap of faith when I was 19 and started design school, learned how to draw 2 weeks before school started. Was not very good at it. My drawing professors gave me such a hard time because I was really bad at drawing figures, and so I was drawn to type.
Sounds about right.
Because type is easier. It's not easier, definitely not easier, but at the time I understood type as black and white and a little bit easier to actually create forms out of versus things that were dimensional and, really
I'm with
complex.
You. I mean,
so it was not good when I started. It was really, really rough. But that kind of ties in with what we're going to be talking about a lot today, is failure. Because through all of my failures, I got to this point where now I'm a full-time freelance hand lettering artist and designer. I kind of just do whatever is thrown at me. Yeah, so I've been freelance for 5 years.
I love it.
Kind of didn't expect that. I thought it would be maybe a 6-month stint and then go back to being a UX designer, but I'm here.
It's working.
Yeah.
That's good. So this is great.
Yeah, so now I'm here at Adobe and such
I'm excited. Yeah, and someone out there is asking that you worked with Chevrolet. What did you do with them?
Oh, I don't know if that's out yet. So I have that on my client list, but yeah, it's an editorial project. I made letters out of sand. I made a big sand pit and then drew letters out of the sand, and yeah, it was massive. So standing on a ladder to take that shot. Yeah, so I don't know where that is right now.
Super.
We'll have to check it out.
It's gonna be out there somewhere.
I made it in November, so
amazing.
I think it'll be out soon.
Amazing. And tell us a little bit about what you're gonna work on today. I see that you have your notebook and your iPad, which is a refreshing twist to our show. Usually it's laptop, so.
Okay. Yeah, I do a lot just with paper and pencil, and so I use my iPad a lot years ago, but then I started to realize that my brain was switching and just relying too heavily on tools, and so I've been trying to go back to paper. And so now I'm kind of with this.
You're now I'm with this.
Well,
this
with Fresco coming out, I was oh, because I've been painting a lot lately. And, it's kind of a nice transition because I'm trying to find ways to incorporate my lettering work aesthetically with my painting. And so I'm trying to find, through failure, what works best. So
that's great.
Yeah, and we'll see if Fresco is good for that.
Experimenting is the way to find new things, you know? How else are we gonna know what we really love until we fall upon it?
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing. All right, well, let's hop in.
Yeah, so in the spirit of succeeding through failure.
We'll get the GoPro out. I know that there's gonna be some GoPro action coming over here, so let's take a look. Okay.
Cool. Oh.
Yeah, check it out.
Fancy.
Ooh, wait. There we go.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Okay.
And I've got it.
Oh, There we go.
Yeah.
So even like this was kind of freehand, and it's not at first. Like, I hated it, but now I'm like, it's kind of fun. It's okay. And so yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, and we're right side up. I'm getting it, you guys. I'm getting it again. Like failure.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
it's
so
real.
The copy that I want to work with today. Normally I don't. So my normal process is I'll sit and brainstorm for a while and type stuff out on my notes app. Sorry,
I was like, show us the stuff.
I know. Well, I don't have anything yet.
Oh, got it. Okay.
We're going to be sketching. So this is a part of the process.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we're going to sketch. Oh, all right. Well, I'm going to set this up because, we're going to be here a while. Yeah. And I don't want to be too shaky.
And this is a fresh notebook, so I don't have a lot in here yet. Oh. Upside down.
Oh.
What?
Sorry, guys.
This is cool.
We're getting this. Paco's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. I don't know. I'm trying to make y'all sick.
Let's put it like this.
Okay.
Perfect.
I'll flip it over on that side.
Okay. Cool.
Hey, guys. Oh, that looks great.
Cool. All right.
Okay, that's so much better than you to do that.
Okay. So, like, I don't do it.
There's always something fun going on at Adobe Live. I mean, we're always creating some sort of havoc. Okay, great.
Okay, cool. So, for those of you that have seen my Behance portfolio or my website or my Instagram, you probably have seen that I'm doing a lot of these squiggle lines recently. It has a lot of significance to me personally, so I've been just like trying to keep myself within a very tight bound of squiggles and lines and circles.
Nice.
And just trying to make within that. And so I've been painting a lot in that style. And so if you've seen any of those paintings, you kind of understand what I'm doing here, but these are all just scribbles. But
love it.
Sketching, I don't do a ton of it. It's like just note-taking for me. And so yeah, I don't do as many like thumbnails as they tell you to do in college or whatever. I don't really do a lot of that.
That's all right. You're not in college.
Yeah.
So like you got to do whatever you want.
If people are in school right now and their professors are drilling that really hard, it's a great practice. But sometimes it's I don't know. For me, I feel like I waste time, and I just would rather get like if I have a solid idea, I know what I want to do, I'm just gonna go for it. And all I know right now, let's cover that up. That's my notes for last night. Is all I really know is that I want to do big fail energy.
Big fail energy.
Because I'll just like close this for a second. Because maybe not. Hold on. Let me go to a blank page. Because I was on Instagram and I saw a little meme that said like, Oprah got fired when she was 23. And they're like, no, Oprah, like some stupid 23-year-old girl got fired so that she could become Oprah. And that really resonated with me. And I just, in that moment, I was like, I need to do a piece that is titled Big Fail Energy, because I'm like living through that right now. I'm going through this big upheaval in my personal life, and that is significantly impacting my work. And just my approach to life and design, I've just stopped caring so much.
I think that's really positive.
Yeah.
You're going through change, you're expressing it through your work, and I think that, you're not alone. And it's good because now you're sharing that other people aren't alone either. You can be an inspiration to them.
Exactly. And so last night I attempted to start.
Jimmy Mitchell's like, oh snap, we're getting deep. I'm like, yeah, Jimmy, we're getting deep here.
Yeah. So last night I was like, I have to figure out what I'm doing today because I have to have some kind of, locked down process. I need to have all my design figured out. But I was like, but then that's kind of like.
It's not live.
It's a contradiction. That's not live? It's a contradiction to Big Fail Energy. If I fail and you guys watch it, like that's kind of awesome. Yeah. I mean, it's scary, but that's how you learn.
Totally.
Like, admitting that you don't know everything is the first step to knowing more. Like, and so, I started doing this, but I was like, nope, I'm just gonna stop that. I'm not gonna do this. So
we're getting into it. Fresh
so
paper.
now,
I love that.
Fresh
That's what
piece
Adobe
of paper.
Live is all about.
This is what we do.
Doing it live.
Fresh piece of paper. All I know is that. So this is how I normally work. I'll just write out my copy that I have. So big, fail. I always like separate them out.
Amazing. I'm gonna say hello to some people out there in chat. Hey, Voodoo Val, good to see you. Jordan Crawford, Yuri, Alberto, Jimmy, everyone's out there. Say hello, tell us where you're from. I saw a couple people that are out there from wherever Carnival is happening right now. Super exciting. Eric Sue, doobie doobie doo. Always gotta sing to you. And Shauna, welcome. Thank you for coming back. I know you're super busy and you're working a deadline, but it's always nice to have you. Kroll, welcome. Hey.
So I like to just visualize the actual letters and like how big they're gonna be. Big, as I wrote big. Because as you can see, an I takes up significantly less space than a B or the G. And so I just, some people might not have to do this, but I like, yeah.
It's all in the process. Yeah.
I'm a non-creative person that learned how to be creative. So I have to do a lot of like little extra things for myself.
I love this.
So an E is really big, an N is really wide, and yeah, so like you're gonna, okay, energy is gonna have to be big. So 2, I don't even have a style locked in yet. I'm not sure what I wanna do, so this is when I'm gonna switch to, not my iPad. So I know this like seems a little narcissistic, but I always just look at my website and my lettering.
That's great. Pull it up.
Hold on. No, I don't want to join a hotspot. No. Leave me alone.
Hello, Monir.
Hold on. Let me get out of here. I'm like looking at other people's stuff.
Welcome, everyone. So if you're just joining us, we're here with Ari Woeste, and we're working on some hand lettering today. And as you guys noticed, the Chat and Win countdown is up on the board. So we have got about 15 minutes.
I didn't. Yeah.
And as long as you're in chat,
I did it a couple times. I'm so sorry.
You have the ability to win. So all you have to do is be present, and we are going to be doing a die cut.
I did.
Die cut sticker giveaway. So we're getting a little bit of a setup going on over here, and yeah, this is what happens on Adobe Live. Going live, connecting to the internet. Interwebs. We've got Paco over here. You want to like sneak in and be like, "Oh, hey, what's up?"
What's up?
Interwebs.
Work. There we go.
Yeah,
it's working. Cool.
We got it. All right.
Yay!
So Chat and Win countdown is going to be in 14 minutes, and yeah, get your portfolios ready too, because we're going to be doing portfolio reviews later today.
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
See, I already had a big fail. That's cool.
This happens all the time.
Yeah. Whoa, those colors are crazy. That's cool though. I kind of like that. That's giving me inspiration. Okay, so I'll typically just like look at my own lettering to, I don't know. I like to have a range of styles. I like to push myself in weird places that I've never been before. So I have an all over the board style. But if I want to do something that like I kind of know already, I'll just look at my own work. Because when I find that if I look at other people's work too much, then it's easy to just, I don't know, see other people's stuff and then just copy it because it's like, oh, that'd be a challenge. But it's like, if I look at my own stuff and know this is what already spoke to me, then kind of riff off of it. And so I'm trying to think of, okay, do any of these styles right now fit in with my painting style? Like, would it be easy to translate? And for those of you that don't know, I'll show you a little bit, like the visual style that I'm working in. It looks a lot like this. Well, those colors are crazy. Really cool, whatever. But yeah, so I've been just like working with really simple lines and shapes and mostly circles and just trying to get creative within that realm. And it's a lot of that, you know, that like solid line work.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
So, thank you. So I want to figure out, this is where I'm at right now in my creative life. I'm trying to figure out a way to combine my lettering with this. And so not all styles are gonna make sense.
But it's cool. Like, I think it's a great challenge for personal expansion.
Yeah, and so like there are, like this one here, oh, you can't see my finger. Like that one makes sense to fit in with this style, but it's also like not that challenging for me because it's just someone's typeface that I've modified. So that really, to me, it's like not pushing myself as a lettering artist. It was difficult, but that's like more of graphic design for me than lettering. So I'm looking at some of my other things. Like I think that maybe this half noise style could work. Maybe, I mean, I know it's really simple, but hug. I know it's like kind of
I like it.
Like, I don't know, like childlike. But with the painting style, it could be nice. Yeah, so I think I might, or maybe this Badlands one would be cool. So yeah, I don't know. I might do that. Here I am, like, I don't know what I'm doing yet, but we're figuring it out.
We're figuring it out as we go.
Yeah, so as you can kind of see, I did that, I was starting to sketch that out a little bit last night with that Badlands style. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I think it doesn't matter what I think.
Yeah.
Let's ask chat. What does chat think?
Like, collaborative environments are great.
Which,
I don't know, I kind of like to hear what
do we
people...
want to go more script or more, I would say, like blocky? Or give us some ideas of what you guys would like to see Ari create. Brush, block?
Yeah, I don't know. Kind of in...
Thin, tall, extended, wide. It's like type cooker. You guys can just tell us a bunch of adjectives that you want us to embody.
Because even if it's a style I've never done before, I'm like, I kind of want to just try it. Like,
exactly.
Yeah. And so sometimes if I do get stuck, if I'm looking at my own stuff, I'm like, oh, I don't know if this
blocky
works.
and bolder.
Do what
Jimmy
makes you
says
happy.
the
A lot of
hail
things make
noise.
me happy and like very easy to please, so it's kind of hard.
Script could be fun contrast to the word fail. That's what Shauna says.
I'm trying to think. I had an idea last night, but I didn't write it down because I was like, well, I want to...
Blocky. A lot of people are going blocky.
Okay. Okay. What was I thinking of doing?
So you could, oh, now there's some script. Marissa says script. I like this.
I wonder, hold on, let me just check something.
It's like every other one. Mia says fat script type.
Fat script.
And Anthony says
blanking.
blocky.
Of course I'm blanking now that I'm live. I'm like trying to think of what I was thinking of last
Script
night.
and block. It's like, this is a real toss-up. Jimmy says Comic Sans. Make it work.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing, because all I know for sure is that I want to have big areas of like shadow that I can work with to do these fills of painting with the live brushes.
Okay, cool.
Because
In Fresco.
in Fresco.
Nice.
So working in Fresco with the live brushes, the paint blends, and so it feels similar to what I'm working with in real life and with painting, like
Yeah,
painting
I think that
on
would be really
MDF.
beautiful. Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think, and like even like for the Adobe Live graphic, I tried something I've never really done before. I've never tried, this style, and so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I say go for it.
Cool.
Jump in.
Okay. Let's create a new document. Hold on. Hold on. Let me think. What am I doing first?
Hey, William, Alok,
Okay.
and Noor, Steve, Festus, Leroyce, Fuzzer says Phoenix rises from the ashes. I love it.
That's what I was thinking of doing last night. Yeah, I was thinking of like, it might be really cool to do black letter with like these big open spaces that I can do this color with. Because like typically when you see black letter, it's like really harsh and like, angular and
Fractor.
yeah. But like softening it with this painting style might be, I don't know. It might be awful.
We don't know. Who
but
knows?
I think
it's a
I'm gonna-
contrast that you could create, and see how it looks.
Yeah.
Why not?
I think I might
Sounds
just,
fun.
I think I I just do that?
Just do it.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm
why
just gonna
not?
like skip this part because it's just like, well, there's no point.
Yeah,
I mean,
why?
if I know what I want to do,
Totally,
my
get
head,
in there.
I want to do that. So
I like this. We're
Yeah.
just deciding on the fly.
yeah, exactly. Okay, so back to can I move this?
Oh yeah, if
Should I
we're
move
not
it?
using this anymore, we're gonna
I
get
like
this
to
out of the way.
rotate. I know I can rotate my screen, but I always do this anyways.
That's okay because it'll
Like,
stay that way. It'll be. You can do whatever you want here. It's gonna stay
Okay, cool. Awesome.
permanent there.
All right, so I just do 4x5s because that's like most of my practice work is for Instagram, and so I just do a 4x5.
Perfect.
I am working with a
People are
4,000
already
by
loving this.
5,000 because I know it's like way too big for Instagram at 4,000 by 5,000, but that means that if I want to print it, if people ask for prints, I can easily just, that's a big enough size that I can't like blow it up massive, but it's, an 8x10-ish, it's fine.
Perfect.
Yeah, so I like to work in that size. I think there's a layer limit in Fresco when you work that big, so be careful about that. So normally I would have my my background layer. I'm gonna just show you. Wait, where's, okay. Have to do, I think it'd be in here.
Nora says, do what you want. We'll love it.
Libraries. There we go. Nope. Paintings. Cool. So I'm just gonna see. I don't think my layer limit is that crazy for this size, so I'm just gonna try it. Okay, so I took a photo of a blank board that I use for my paintings, so I can get that nice texture. So I'm gonna open that. Loading.
Cool. And we've got about 5 minutes for the chat and win countdown. So if you guys are in chat, all you have to do is be there, be active to win. And we'll be giving away die cut stickers. So pretty good. 100 of them.
This is the large image, so that's why it's not. Oops. I know I'm not very good about that.
Anthony Jackson's like, I thought 1,000 layers was the limit on Fresco. It's like, I don't know, Anthony.
I think like when you make it bigger, it's
yeah, you get fewer layers.
yeah, because it's just like the file size is like too large.
Hey Heidi.
Dang. This
Welcome.
is really taking a bit. Well,
Big image.
yeah.
Jimmy Mitchell.
We talked about it. We done.
He's like, I just want 100 stickers. Yeah, well,
What?
you could win again, but that would just be unfair to everyone else.
I came home too late. What was the typeface that
I believe that was Caslin. That's a good question, Deo.
I think we could Google that.
Yeah, most likely.
I'm like, I don't know.
So, with the background,
Oh my
you've
goodness.
created...
Okay. Oh, there we go. I was about
Ah.
to cancel it. I'm glad I didn't.
Perfect.
Oh, wait. Where did it go? Okay, whatever. Now is it really that big where it's just like slowing everything down?
It might not have come up.
Yeah, I can't move my screen though.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is
is what
exactly the
happens.
process. Yeah. This is the
Sometimes you
process.
Try restarting Fresco. It's frozen.
So we're gonna restart Fresco. Got a little freeze here. And yeah, it didn't really like the big file. So maybe we'll...
Maybe I'll
don't need
save
that.
that
Yeah.
for the end.
Yeah, we don't need
It's
it.
fine. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's just pretend that we have that texture. Sometimes that just makes me feel good and like gives me
Yeah.
motivation. 'Cause I'm like, oh, it looks
Exactly.
cool already. Like sometimes you just need that. All right. So I'm going to, first things first, I always create a, okay, hold on.
Hello, Jean-Louise, Sahid, Katie,
I'm going to do,
Rasim, and Valder. Welcome, everyone.
what brush am I on right now? Okay. So, I just like to use the pencil, straight up, easy. I like to just make a nice grid. I think I'm gonna do a slight, oh, hold on. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Rotate this to a little bit of an angle. I don't know. It's a good angle for black letter. You know, there's like angled black letter. It's not, typical, but it's fine. Because I'm going to do a horizontal baseline. I'm not going to do... I always do, like, angled upward baselines, and I'm trying to break that habit. So, okay. I'm just going to do this. I don't know what angle this is, but it's fine. Sometimes you don't need to know.
Yes, Alberto, it is an Apple Pencil.
Yeah.
And what iPad are you using?
I'm using, I think it's a 2017 9-inch.
Nice.
Oh, you know what? I already did something wrong. Okay.
Hello, Alma. She's like, what's going on? Well, let me tell you, we're here with Ari Woeste, and she's working on some hand lettering for Big Fail Energy. Okay. We're just getting into Fresco right now, creating some grids so that she can use that to determine her letter spacing.
Okay, so I always just eyeball it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but especially when I'm like working in this like painterly sketch style. Oh, oops, there we go. That's the thing about styles is you have to figure out like what works for you and what feels good, because I think a lot of people, I don't know, get hung up, especially, I don't know, I maybe it's just me. For a long time I felt like I had to be competing with this like perfection of all these amazing lettering artists on Instagram, and like seeing my friends post, like perfectly refined things, and then seeing, I don't know, seeing my work and thinking, oh, it's sloppy. It's like, well, no, how about I find a style that feels a little sloppy, so not sloppy, but
that
like
feels good,
human.
yeah.
I think that's what I like when I see lettering artists that are like really refined letter forms, but then have like a sketchy style. I love that.
I love it too. Well, speaking of that, tell us what your favorite style is, and we'll do chat and win.
Yay!
All right, so we're gonna have a chat and win winner, and that winner is going to get 3x3 die cut stickers, 100 of them from Sticker Mule. So it's pretty awesome actually. And hopefully Jimmy Mitchell doesn't win again, because that's just unfair. But he said he'd share his winnings if he does. Oh, a lot of people are saying black letter is their favorite style.
Ooh,
love it.
That's fun.
When I say a lot of people, I mean one person.
Oh.
Carol also says that. So, so does Megan. That's so interesting. Calligraphy, hand-drawn look with bold colors, like that. Script and calligraphy. Oh, we do have a winner. Would you like to announce the winner?
Who's the winner? I don't know.
Wait. Up on the screen.
Jeremy
Jeremy Tevis. You are our winner. You have won 100 3x3 die cut stickers from Sticker Mule. But don't worry, if you guys didn't win, which is everyone except for Jeremy, you get at least, you can go on and get a discount from Sticker Mule, and you'll be able to get 10 stickers for $1 if you go to stickermule.com/Adobe Live 20. So pretty awesome. All right. So we're getting our grid action going on. This is
it's
great.
like not the most exciting part, but hey, it's fine.
This is the process.
So the ruler tool is super cool for that. I clearly did not center it, so I'm just gonna like throw that up there.
Awesome.
Yeah, now that I have like a basic grid, I'm like, all right, this is what I do.
Yes, congrats, Jeremy. Make some cool stickers and send us one.
Bring that down a little bit. Okay.
Nice.
Wait, did it not move? I thought I moved it. Okay. But now I realize, okay, so if I'm gonna go back to just like regular drawing, because I didn't actually, I didn't do much sketching over there, so I have to at least figure out how my placement's gonna be. I'm gonna put this back to black, do a little sketch layer here. So I think I want energy to be giant, so I'm just gonna do a little big. I think I wanna do like, I recently did a piece for a brewery back in Minnesota. that I can't share yet, but I did it in this style and I loved it. And I was like, why don't I do more black letter? And I did these like really tall lowercase letters that were like almost the same height as the capitals, and I was just like so into it. So I think I'm gonna do that again and see. I think I'm gonna do.
Sean is asking if you've seen the Black Letter Bible, the black and hot pink.
I haven't.
Ooh.
Actually, I should say it's Victorian black. It's like black letter inspired. It's not like full black letter, but it's like this combination. And that's what I love about lettering, is that you can kind of just like make up stuff on the fly. I know it's like maybe not, you know, like a traditional letterer.
I think that's what lettering's all about.
You get to just like, I don't know, because if you're trying to be super legible and perfect all the time, I feel like you might as well try your hand at type design. So, and then I'm gonna make, I don't know, we're gonna just like see how this goes.
Jathan, if you want, you can submit your portfolio for review, and it might, it might get chosen for portfolio review for later in the session. So we're going to be choosing 2 portfolios in this segment, and Ari will go through them and we'll give some reinforcing commentary.
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 It's commentary and comments together. Commentary.
It feels
I'm like the Dr. Seuss of words here, okay?
Commenting pageantry. Okay.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Like, you know, it doesn't look good. Oh, no. Oops. I went back. Yeah, I don't use my iPad as often. It's yeah. I usually like just draw things on paper. And so I'm feeling a little technologically slow right now. Okay, so that's my basic general layout. It's like, okay, but I know I'm gonna have some issues in here, right in there. I'm gonna have to figure that out, because that extends below, but I might be able to just like do one of these things.
Ooh, yeah.
And then like maybe extend that down and
Love it.
Make this F like a dagger or something.
Ooh,
I don't know.
Because it's fail.
And like maybe that dagger could be, I don't know, like in line with that R. Who knows? We'll
Who
figure it
knows?
out. I have no idea.
This is what design is. It's experimentation. So Monir has a question. How do you deal with uncertainty about the final result while working on a project?
This is like an existential thing, I think.
Very existential, Monir. Thanks for, he always has the really deep questions. This is great.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I think we're watching that process. Like it's, you know, this is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say, I don't know, you just have to I hate this cliche, but trust the process. Like, it's just, I think that's really what you got to do. It's like a...
Trust in the process.
Yeah, this is not, hold on. I mean, it depends on what kind of project you're working on. If you're like working with a big client and you have a lot of people on the project and you have a lot of like rounds of feedback, you know, you're going to have a little bit more to rely on. You're going to have teammates. This is so hard to align sometimes. Okay, there we go. Wait. This is hard to talk and work at the same time.
Well, you can just work. That's okay.
1, 2. Okay, so if I want, how big do I want these to be? Hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so I want. Like
if you're looking for a portfolio review and where to submit,
1, 2,
if you go to the right side of your view on live view, you can see here. Ooh, there we go. Okay. It's right here. So portfolio review, you can do the submission here, and you can click here to join the Photoshop Discord. So that's where you'll submit your portfolios. All right, you guys got this.
Okay, I'm actually gonna do this because I added, I didn't count these out like I should have, but that's a part of it. Okay, make it bigger.
Making it bigger.
Make it bigger. Okay. So I want them to be 4 of what, you know, whatever these little guys are. Not 4, 3 tall. I'm gonna have to, well, do I want it to be that big? Big. That's gonna be really tight, but that might be cool.
Yeah.
I did something like super tall and skinny like this with eudaimonia. People could not read it, and I was like, that's the point. Like, I wasn't trying to have you read it. So maybe this is the failure within the piece, is that you can't read it. I don't know.
Maybe.
Because when things get taller and skinnier, like, it's harder to read. I don't know. Who knows? Who cares?
Hey, Jessie D,
We're having
welcome.
fun. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this down a bit because I need some space between the two sections. Hold on. Actually, I'm gonna cancel. Okay, so I'm gonna duplicate selection and gotta give some space between the top and bottom. So then I'm gonna go back down here. I'm gonna delete that area so I don't have this like weird duplicating thing. Erase.
I love watching the process. It's great.
Oh, done. Deselect. There we go. I'm gonna bring this opacity down too to match. Okay, so that's like my basic, my basic layout there. I do know I'm gonna want little like spurs on the side. So
cool.
I'm gonna have to add another little thing here because that's not down the center. I'm gonna add a little bit there. Hold on. This is, okay, cool. Draw right here. I'm gonna do a slightly different blue so I can see it a little bit better so it's differentiated.
Welcome, Steve Festus, Kendrick, Jose. Good to see you guys all out there. Yes, Nora, I agree. I agree. There should be a whole separate chat for just questions where people can just be answering them 100% of the time.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Are there any? I mean, yeah. Once I start drawing, it's easier to talk and think at the same time. But this, like, the planning portion is the toughest for me to make sure I'm like giving myself a good pathway.
Yeah,
so that I
totally.
can just kind of like
just run with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Okay.
Setting up is just part of the process.
Here, so those are okay. I'm gonna merge this down. Is there anything on that layer? No, there's nothing there. So that's just like my little sketch layer. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go back in my sketch layer and I'm just gonna do a rough little, I like to use blue lines because like when I'm drawing with actual pens and paper, blue is easier to photograph out or scan out. And so I'm just used to using blue. You could use really whatever color. But I don't know, I like blue, it's calming.
Blue is calming.
Makes
That's
me
great.
feel at ease. Okay, there we go. All right, start to sketch. So I also like, I like to use big, chunky brushes on apps.
Yeah, what are some of your favorite
because-
brushes that you work with in here?
So where is it? Because whenever I just like stick with one and just like go for it. I think it's in the dry media. Yeah, the Conte crayon. Like there's a reason that when you're in drawing, like in drawing class in a design school or whatever, like you use really big tools because it forces your brain to not think about refinements. It just has you literally just think in shape and gesture and all that stuff. So I like to use big, chunky brushes so that I can just let go of that part of my brain and just get a layout down. So I'm actually gonna make a new layer because I don't really want that. I'm just gonna delete that one because it's not really important anymore. Where is that? Delete. Okay. All right. There's nothing in that one, right? Okay. So how big is this? Okay, that's like a big crayon. I normally will just like, if once I'm doing refinements, I'll use a regular pencil, but okay, so I think I actually want it to be bigger. It's like, that's way too big. The threshold between like 100 and 900 is Like, whoa. Okay. Is that the right size? Cool. So, okay. Want to be. Okay. And then if I want to have like, yeah, and I like this brush too because you can push really hard and make like a big stroke like that.
Oh, nice. Or you can
like go
light.
really light.
Yeah.
And you can like the touch sensitivity is like pretty good. So like you can, yeah, it's really nice. And this, by the way, this is just like the regular pixel brushes right now. I'm not getting deep in the weeds with the painting yet. Okay, so just gestural marks.
Nice, just sketching it in.
Yeah, and like I think because it's gonna be so tight, I'm gonna have to like really make like these big letters. I'm gonna have to make them. I did like this weird like swashy bee. It's nice because like the title that I did for this brewery was, I think there was a bee in it. So I'm like I think that's why I thought of this in the first place. I was like, ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, bees are beautiful.
To do.
Nice.
Yeah, and like this is like, again, with the failure thing, like I used to be like, okay, like black letter or like Victorian style, like everything has to be, like these serifs have to have a certain form, and I can't.
But with lettering, that's not necessary.
Yeah, and so now I'm like.
If you're doing type, yeah, but.
It's like, just let your hand loose. Like, it's fine. Like, I, like, go like, maybe not that hard, hold on. Like, you can do weird stuff like that. Like, why not?
Yeah.
And it just clicked with me, like, in the past couple months. I was like, what have I been doing? I've been missing out on all this fun in lettering for so long. Because I've been, like, just so tight and, like, scared of screwing up. Or, like, I know this is a big thing, but, like being like, accused of biting someone's style. Or, like, oh, you're doing black letter. A lot of, like, well, this person does black letter.
Right.
It's like,
there's a million people that do black letter, but there's billions of people in the world.
Yeah, and it's just, there's that fear in your head of like, well, what if this person thinks that because like I know them, and like what if they? It's like, just get over yourself. You're not. People don't care as much about you as you think they do. Like, everyone's just trying to survive. So yeah, I really like to put more energy into the capitals and then just kind of like wing the rest.
I like that.
And then refine them to match. So I actually I feel like that's not high enough.
So I think people are wondering what brush you're using.
Oh, I'm using the Conte crayon.
Conte crayon.
Yeah, it's just the first one in dry media.
There you go.
Because I know I like it because it has that rough texture and it has the thick and thins, so I don't have to go back and forth between different brushes if I want like a big stroke or a thin stroke.
Yep. So on the iPad in Fresco, Conte crayon.
Okay. Are you using paper-like on your iPad? What does that mean?
I think they were wondering if there's a background texture, but I think that it's the texture of the brush that they're looking at.
It's a film that goes over the iPad that makes the screen feel like paper.
Oh, no.
No.
Nope, there's no film on that screen.
I actually tried a friend, like someone had one, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
Like, I think
You're like, I'm good.
Like, because I've been, like, I drew on the iPad for a really long time, and I just, like, creature of habit. You just like certain things, and I think maybe a little star thing.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. I'll probably have to make things thicker, but for now I'm trying to be like pretty conservative with my space because I don't really know how much space I'm gonna have. So.
Yeah, Marissa's out there, and she says that she learned on her own out in Photoshop, and a really great way is just by watching a lot of the Adobe Live segments to get some more tips. So yeah, this is great. I would definitely agree. And Jordan loves the dot for the O. Or for the I.
For the O.
The dot for the I. There's an O next to it for like a smile face. Yeah, this is looking great.
So I don't know. I mean, that's a weird little mark there, but hey.
Yeah.
Woo. There we go. I don't know.
Perfect.
Figure it out. This is gonna have to squish more. I always do that. I'm like, okay, I gotta move things in a bit and done. Deselect. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. I'm still selected. I can just keep doing that.
Yes.
Whatever. Let's move it in, and we're good.
Cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be tight.
I like it.
Like tight, like
Tight.
physically tight.
Yeah, you're like condensed.
Like it's gonna be it's
like,
gonna be like woo.
Like no kerning.
Yeah, I might have to like squish this bee even more, but it's fine. That's the fun part.
Voodoo Val is asking who your favorite designers are.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I can't say like of all time. Like, you know when people are like, what's your favorite color ever? It's like, I don't know, my favorite color changes all the time, just like my favorite artists. Well, that's not totally true. I was like, the first person that comes to mind is, I'm like such a fangirl, and he's also one of my friends, so it's like kind of funny. Eric Friedensen is like has been a huge inspiration to me.
Amazing.
For a really long time, like, because he was one of the first people I started following on Instagram and lettering, and honestly, like, him kind of jumping into art and just being like, I don't care. I know I'm a lettering artist and I'm a designer. He worked for WeWork for a long time, and then he's just like, I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna make these weird blobby guys. I don't know if you know his work, but he's still doing lettering work, but he's doing a lot of what do I want to do with this F? Getting my mental. I talk while I draw all the time, so this is like funny to me. I like talk about my stuff out loud. Yeah. I think I wanted to like angle downward a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna be fitting in with my style, but it's fine. Oops. What do I want to do with this? This is a weird. What am I gonna do?
Marisa. Yes, Marisa's been in the business for 30 years.
What?
30 years? Pro, total pro. Thank you for joining us and sharing some of your wisdom. I agree. I think we're always learning.
Yeah, so that's something I'll do. Like, I'm stuck on that F, so I'm just like, you know what, moving on. I'll come back to it, because maybe I'll have a moment where I'm like, oh, I should do that. Because maybe another letter form will inform the rest of this F, because I can't think of how this is gonna look.
Oh, thanks for joining us, Kendrick. Enjoy your dinner, 3 a.m. Whew. That is a late dinner. It's more like an early breakfast.
Okay, because I already have the I, I'm just gonna steal that.
Oh, nice.
And
little copy paste.
Yeah. Oh, I should have just done duplicate. Let's forget that that's there.
Cool.
Okay. And yeah, that's fine. I'll figure it out later. No. Oh no. I went full mode. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. And then I'm gonna merge that back down. Okay. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with this here. This is like such a challenge to my like inner perfectionist. I so badly want to be like, I know everything. Look at me not failing. And like I've only done this style one other time, and yet here I am doing it on Adobe Live. I don't know.
I love it. I think everyone else does too. Anthony Jackson says it's looking really cool.
Yay! That's always good because it's just the sketch. So I'm like, oh man,
yeah.
The sketch is always weird. It's like,
yeah, and Rosemary says it looks awesome.
Yeah, and I always worry that people are judging like, oh, that's not the right thickness for that, or like, oh, you should do this.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's like, I don't know.
I mean, until someone else is actually doing it, then I think it's hard to judge. And everyone has to walk in someone else's shoes to be able to understand how it feels. So there's some wisdom, dad wisdom for you. Cool.
I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna like change this so that I can change that. Let's do a little bit of this. I kind of want it to be dramatic.
Tucker says you're killing it, Ari.
Yes.
Killing it.
Yay, Tucker! Oh, say hi.
Hey, Tucker. Monir is asking, okay, is it good to have skills on graphic design, UX design, and front-end development, or just choose one and focus?
Whoa, that's a lot.
I'm thinking you choose one and focus, but that's my personal model.
Yeah, I don't know. Do what you like, and just be that. And I think I don't know. That sounds really, really easy. Ugh, it's not. Yeah, I have very intimate frustration with that, feeling like I have to be one thing or another. Mm-hmm. Okay, how is this gonna work? Oh, hold on, this is weird because I want it to be like kind of like mess up this because I want to have like a weird dagger thing.
Nice,
but
getting some weird dagger in there.
I'm gonna have to move that. That's weird.
Eric Samuelson, my focus is in branding and type. You can see that on Lobster Phone. That's my company. Ooh.
Yeah, and you went to Type Paris. It's like
I did.
What? I'm like kind of fangirling right now.
Yeah,
trying to keep it in.
It was very good. It was fun.
When did you go?
2018.
Oh, wow. So it's recent.
Yeah. Oh, Monir. What should I do if I love all of the disciplines? Do them all. Do them all until you really find where you want to be and what's calling you.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was thinking about that this morning of, like, how, like, exactly what you're asking. Like, what should I do? It's like, I think we live in... I don't even think we live in this world of social media. I think it was even before this. I think it's just, I think hiring managers and, I'm getting too refined. Hiring managers, just your friends, family, they all want you to have some kind of like plan and a path and like, well, what are you? What do you do? Like, what's your focus? And it's like when you're young, you don't know and you have to fail. You have to go through the process and learn. And when you feel limited because like, well, I have to be X, Y, Z, I have to be this one specific thing. I have to be certain that I know what I'm doing with my career, my life. Then you feel locked into one thing and then you don't try other things. Yeah. So I encourage like just do what you want. Like, if that means that you don't fit in, like, so be it. I think I haven't fit in for a really long time, and it's been really frustrating because I studied interactive design in college, and I wanted to be a UX designer, and I tried to make that work, and then I found myself doing this, and so whenever I go for an interview, people are like, well, what are you? What are you, an illustrator? Are you a lettering artist? Are you a type designer? Are you an art director? I'm like, can I just make stuff? Like, I'm a creative person, and like,
You're like, I'm an artist.
Like, they're all tools to me, and like, this F is just making me mad, so I'm just gonna move on.
It's fun for fail.
Yeah.
I like it.
I don't even know what this is. Like, I don't know. And I think at this point, it's hard for me to think about the details when like everything is so far out. Like, this is way too thin, and like, there's just not a lot of contrast, so. So I'm going to move on to, whenever I do two different lines, I like to make a new layer. So I'm going to add another layer. That saves me some time from like having to, actually marquee all of it out. Okay.
Nice.
So.
And yes, Ari's using the Conte crayon brush in Fresco right now. So you can get more of that sketching feel and really start to build a little bit more because she's sketching and lettering right now.
Okay, I'm actually gonna I'm gonna clear this. Clear layer, where is it?
And for those of you who are going to submit your portfolio, we have about 30 minutes for you to submit. All you have to do is click on the portfolio review tab to the right of the live feed. And there's a button that says here, and you can submit it in the Photoshop Discord. And we'll take a look.
Okay. So I'm going to repurpose a little bit of this because I think that's my issue with the F is that I try to start over from scratch. It's a little of the type design approach, just like, you know, duplicating your letter forms, not just reinventing the wheel every time. So I'm going to do a bit of that.
Nice.
I'm just going to do this. And I'm not worrying about the fact that this G is getting in the way. I'm leaving that for future Ari to deal with.
Future Ari, I like that.
Yeah. Like,
You're like,
I don't know.
Future Ari will figure that out.
Yeah,
You're like, future Ari, the Ari of tomorrow will do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's not for me right now. My focus right now, my task is to make this E, give it some bones.
Yeah.
That's the point. I don't know what I'm doing with this E, like with these crossbars. Like, what am I gonna do?
You're having some fun energy.
Oh, this is tough.
It's energy. That's all energy.
Like, I know that I want to have like this big swoop.
So Phil Graves is asking, when you were first starting out, did you actively look for clients or did they find you?
Good question. I went freelance because I was getting enough requests that I was like, oh, I should do this. I stumbled into it. If you see my Behance profile, you see like the first half of it is like all food lettering. I stumbled into a production designer role at General Mills, working for Cheerios Social.
Cool.
And it was only supposed to be 3 months while I was looking for another UX position. So I was in between jobs, and but I wanted to like find the right place, and so I was like, I'm gonna give myself some time and take like a really small, like easy contract.
And I've pulled that up on my screen if we want to take a look at some of the work. Ah, yeah, there it is. Okay, perfect.
Yay.
So go for it. Talk through it.
Cool. Yeah. So I started. If you go back to the Cheerios project. So they brought me on and said, well, we don't really have any, like, normally the job was supposed to be like packaging updates, banner ads, and stuff like that. They gave me a list of tasks and I completed them in like an hour. And I was like, well, what am I supposed to do now? And they're like, well, I don't know. Like, do you want to just do our Instagram, I guess? And I was like, what?
Like,
wait.
yeah.
I was like, who's on the account? Like, is there a photographer I work with? Is there a studio? And they're like, yeah, we have nothing. And so I was like, okay, I'm interested in photography. I loved lettering at the time, but it wasn't my full-time job. I wasn't like, I hadn't gotten paid for it ever. Like, it was just something I was doing for fun after work. And then they asked me just like, okay, just make content for us. And so I like literally looked on the website to find copy, and I would make So like, I was like, well, okay, photos do better on Instagram. So if I do lettering, then I have to photograph it. Well, how do I photograph lettering? Well, and it not just being like on a piece of paper. And so I was really like, I'm going to make letters out of the ingredients that I have. And so, yeah, and I was just like doing patterns and shapes, and I did some styling and, super dorky.
Super fun.
Yeah, and so that, like, when I started posting this stuff out and, like, the content being circulated within General Mills, other brands started reaching out within General Mills, and then then I was like working like cross brand, and then I ended up getting requests for other brands that were outside of General Mills, and so I was doing so much of it that I was like, well, I'm making a living off of this now. I don't need to go back to UX. And so I was like, I'm just going to ride this wave and see what happens. So if you go to, if you look at my website, I have like my whole catalog of food type, but these are like the project-based ones. Because I have like a bunch that I just did for my own personal stuff and like on my Instagram and things like that. And so, so I ended up getting enough projects like this that I was like, I guess I can just do this for a while.
Totally.
And then I ended up going back into 2D lettering because I realized, wait, people like see me as legitimate now. So I can do my own stuff and get hired for it. And then that got me a job with Polo, Ralph Lauren. And so I worked with them on 2 big projects for the most of 2017.
Which is here.
Yeah, no, wait, 2018. 2017 and 2018. So this denim rebrand was 2018. And it was so cool because I was like, wait, they're like, one, someone's hiring me to do this, and it's Polo. I literally got to go to the store and take photos of my lettering on the signage.
Very cool.
I was like, this
You're
is
like,
amazing. Like, took myself out for a nice dinner afterwards.
Right?
Like, this is amazing. Yeah, and it was so much fun. I'm like tearing up a little bit. Oh.
This is great.
Yeah, and so that was like such a cool moment for me to be like, okay, like I'm legitimate now, but it took me that long to like see myself seriously until I got this job, honestly.
Nice.
It was like, I was sitting there working and just like making letters, like sheets and sheets of letters. If you look at that process shot, like there's a bunch of these process photos.
There we go.
Like I made so many different versions of just an A and then just an S and then, you know, like compositing them in Photoshop. It was so much fun. I was making my own parallel pens and yeah, I was just having a blast. And then they paid me. I was like, cool. That's awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah. And so, you know, but this is like a testament to putting yourself out there even when you think, oh, this sucks. Because the art director of Polo, like on this project, and for all of the Polo stuff, he saw my post from Eric Wareheim reposted a quote of his that I just did like a little brush script. It's from Master of None. It was busy, beautiful, badass. I don't know if we can say that.
And we can hop back to your iPad so that we can keep going. Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, so he contacted me and said, hey, like I found you from Eric Wareheim reposting. I love your stuff. Let's work together. And I was like, that is crazy because I almost didn't post it and almost didn't tag him.
Yeah.
But
glad
then
you did.
There, I got a job from it. So, you know, that's a testament to putting yourself out there even when it's scary.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Mark just joined us. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
So good.
Okay. I don't know. These like crossbar.
Big
things.
fail energy.
I'm gonna have to figure that out.
For those of you who are just joining us like Mark, we're here with Ari Woeste, and she's doing some hand lettering and working in Fresco on the iPad, creating some big fail energy letters. Doop, 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 doop.
Okay. I don't know. Let's see. Definitely need to make these thicker because they're like not. Yeah, they're not doing too hot with like how thin they are. It's not gonna have a good energy, you know.
You need some more energy. It's great.
This is angled now. I'm gonna have to refine that.
Joseph's asking if you did lettering for Culver's?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Nope. Oh. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Okay.
You're like, what do I do with this E?
This is the realness here. Like,
right?
There's sometimes where I just like literally sit and think, and this is hard because I can't do that. I have to just keep going. It's scary.
You're like, it's scary to be here.
What do I do with this E? Like, because I don't do this style enough, so I'm like trying to imagine. Okay, how would that be made? Because, most type is just based on our it all stems back to our calligraphic form.
Yep.
And like how our hand would make something. So when I'm struggling on something, I think, okay, well, what would actually be made by the specific tool that was used to make this? Well, Victorian stuff was like very illustrative and kind of all over the place. So it's hard to actually find deduce, but without looking at inspiration. This is when I would be stuck and then like look online and look at books and stuff. But
This is
we
great.
we don't have that right now.
You're like,
So
we don't
I
have that.
I have to rely on myself, which is really scary. I have to just trust. Ooh. Okay.
Do I have any other one? What did I do for the last one? Hold on. I gotta. Okay, what was it?
Just don't forget to submit your portfolios, everyone. Really excited to see what people are working on.
Am I able to like look at something quick?
Yeah, of course.
Like not on screen.
Yeah, of course.
'cause
You
I'm
can
gonna
look at it on your iPad.
Okay.
I mean, you can use the G for your E.
I just don't want to like be fumbling through it and then like through my Photos app.
Ah, yes, exactly. Like Tim Guthrie said, the bell of the G.
Yeah.
Or the bowl.
Okay.
More of a bowl.
Okay.
Bell, bowl.
Where?
Same diff. Kerwin says if you can dream it, you can do it.
Okay. Wait, really? It's really that far back? Okay, well, yeah, because I did a piece, and I just don't know if it's like, I mean, it's been final, but I don't know if it's like okay to share yet. So I'm not gonna, that's why I don't want to like pull up my screen yet.
We're like, we don't want to share it just yet.
Yeah, it's like not, I'm not.
Oh, Tim, don't
I
worry.
really want to
it's a
share
bowl.
because it's
Don't
really
worry.
cool.
Bells and bowls are similar. A bowl is just a bell flipped.
See, that's what I'm trying to
All
like, think about
right.
right now. Like it's not quite there. Okay, that's what I did. It's been a while since okay. So I did some like weird stuff with. Okay, that makes more sense. It was.
You're like, I remember what I did.
Way boxier. That's why I'm struggling because these are like so round. Yeah. So I had like this type of thing going on. Like everything was like super boxy. And then, yeah.
Oh, Tim, you're silly. Yeah. What is everybody's favorite letter to draw? Phil Graves says it's the double story G. I am with you, Phil Graves. It's the most troubling and gratifying.
Oof, yeah. Okay.
I also
now
really
I
enjoy drawing
remember.
S's.
They're like the hardest, but they're so satisfying once you're done. You're like, I did that.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me.
Rusty, get your portfolio in there. No time like the present. Timo's asking, what language is your last name?
It's German, actually.
Westy.
Yeah, it's like Wurst.
Wurst.
Like, ugh. It's like so.
Wurst. Mine's German too.
Oh, nice.
Arth, yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, this
Yep.
is, you know, it's okay to like reference stuff. Yeah, I had to just look back at what I did for this project, and I was like, oh, that's right. I did this. I actually did something kind of fun. I did like, I wish I could just show you, but I can't. I like did like a cute little like a little connector guy here that was just like weird.
Nice.
But yeah, so you know, now that I remember, I was not making that. Yeah, I was making them way boxier. Did I do? I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back into here.
Looking good.
See, that's the thing. You just gotta go back and forth, back and forth. You just massage it out. It's fine. You don't have to
Exactly.
like. I think that people. I mean, I got really in my head all the time, thinking that my sketches had to look just as cool. Because I think, I mean, I would see people on the internet posting their like perfect sketches and for everyone to see, and it would like make me feel like, oh, my sketches have to be just as cool. But then I learned that like sometimes it's just like fake for process. Like you redo the sketch. I've done that.
Oh yeah.
So that you can like get the process shot. Okay, so yeah, I need more angles. I don't want that curve because it just makes it feel like, I don't know, I don't want it to be too friendly because failure is scary.
Kerwin's asking if you do murals.
I do. I didn't have time to upload that to my Behance last night, but yeah, I have a couple murals on my website. I would love to do a mural in this painting style I've been doing. Oh my goodness, that'd be so much fun. Just all that color.
It's really beautiful. It's like sunsets.
Yeah.
Very earthy.
Yes, very earth driven.
Yes.
Because I travel a lot, and I just finished a 4,000-mile road trip from Portland to Texas, like the south tip of Texas.
That is a ways.
Yeah, it was a very long road trip, but I saw so many beautiful things. I took the coast all the way down.
That sounds beautiful. And the desert, too, really provides a lot of great color inspiration. Mm-hmm. Like the pinks and the browns are so varied.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Tim Guthrie says this is a dope style.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
And Jesus says it's awesome. I'm with you guys. I think it's both dope and awesome. And I'm into it.
Yeah. Oh, see?
Right?
You know,
sometimes you just
like,
erase things on accident. It's
it's
part
fine.
of the process.
It's totally fine. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna, yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh.
You're like, see?
What am I doing?
What am I
This
doing?
was like so good. See, like, yeah. Like,
I love it.
not old me, but like, you know, a couple months ago me, I was killing it. I'm just gonna rely on that right now. I'm just gonna let.
I think this is the phase of being a designer, being an artist in design. I will definitely say that I can relate to you on that, and I don't think that you are alone.
That's what it was. Oh, I'm like, now it's starting to hit. Okay. Because, you know, being on here, it is pretty nerve-wracking, and like my brain was not thinking clearly.
Well, you're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
No one knows.
Like, now I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable.
Good. By tomorrow, it'll be so, like, yesterday.
Yeah.
And then by the next day, you'll be like, wait, I'm not on again?
Hillary Duff, anyone? So, yesterday.
Oh, I don't Hillary Duff.
Oh, no?
I don't know Hillary Duff.
Oh, my goodness. That was, like, when I was a kid. I was so into her. It was
I mean, I know who she is.
So, yesterday. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Am I just
I'm sure chat will definitely chime in just a second.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a delay, but there's probably a lot of Duff fans out there.
Yeah. Duff fans. Yes. That just came to my brain. That's what I'm thinking about right now.
Clever Devlin is asking, is this just sketching or is this live brushes yet? And it's
No.
just sketching right now.
I think we'll probably do the live brushes tomorrow.
Yeah, totally.
Because that's like the final touches of what's going on.
Everyone is a Duffster out there.
Yes.
Eric Samuelson said it best.
Isn't a band pie.
Yeah, Duff Nation, represent, Kerwin.
Duff Nation. Yes.
So good.
Okay.
Everyone's like, yeah, Duff. I'm like, yeah. I had older sisters, so they were like having me listen to other things.
Yeah, I'm the youngest of 3 and like 2 older brothers. And
Oh,
so, like,
yeah, they weren't listening to Hillary Duff.
No, so my brothers were like Korn and like, Eminem, and I'm like, hey, it's scary. I was like, I listen to Hillary Duff and Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, right.
And then I got really into the emo, and you know, I think she was like my gateway.
Yeah.
Avril Lavigne.
Totally. You know? Voodoo Val's like, she sang her constantly. I totally get that. So fun.
Okay. So the thing with this guy is that it's like, it fits right in there.
Nice.
And that's why.
There we go.
Yeah, I was trying to like, you know how that, what is that exercise of like asking people to draw a bike? like a bicycle. It's like everyone thinks they know what a bicycle looks like until they have to draw it.
Totally.
That's how
There's a lot of broken bikes out there. I mean,
Yeah. It's like, that's
whenever
how-
they draw it, I'm like, I'm really like specific about it because I've had to repair my bike recently where I'm like, I know how it fits. I know where it's supposed to connect so that the wheels turn.
Yeah, so like you know how to draw a bike. But that's kind of how type is, where it's like if you don't, you think you know because you read it all the time.
Well, every letter has a different anatomy to it. I mean, there's some that share, but you know, you've got the basic 11 that are like quite unique.
Okay.
Kerwin's asking, why is there no Adobe karaoke stream? I don't know, Kerwin. I'm with you. I've been trying to get them to do that for a long time. They definitely don't agree with my ideas. They said apparently you have to be using a program while you're doing this. So we could always draw lyrics. I feel like that would be great.
Okay. So that's going to be...
Oh, Katie Humble. I don't know if I'll do a Hillary Duff inspired Spotify playlist, but for you, maybe. Actually, for you, definitely. Oh, that's funny. Kerwin says we could make an Adobe Audition stream. That would be great.
Oh my goodness.
We'll just have Ari sing some Hillary Duff.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Phil Graves is asking how you created the honey lettering.
Ooh. Well, that was
Sticky.
interesting. So it depends on which one. So the one that says real, that was literally just me writing it and then just shooting it as quickly as possible. I brought my AC down in my apartment to like way too low just so that it would
So that it sticks a little bit, yeah.
It's like freezing.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it was funny because then I did the other one that says honey. That one was in a full studio with a photographer and a prop stylist, a food stylist,
Oh, yeah.
everything. And so like I showed up to the set and the food stylist was like, what color of honey and what viscosity would you like?
Oh, yeah.
She had every single, like, and it
They're
was like
so
this,
on top of their game, man. Food stylists, they make you want to be a food stylist. And then you're like, wow, that is so intense.
I was like, shh, what?
Yeah.
It's like, where have you been all my life?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was great. I wish I remembered her name. That was years ago, but she was on staff at General Mills. Yeah, and like with a full photographer, and so I didn't have to worry about being the photographer. I didn't have to like play that part. And so, okay, these are gonna be really tall. Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Phil Graves. Phil Graves is like, a food stylist? I want that job. You can have that job,
Yeah.
Phil. If you want to be a food stylist, you can be one. I give you permission. Sometimes that's all people need is permission, and then they'll go.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it took me forever just to like give myself permission to be a lettering artist.
There you
And it was,
go.
like, people are like, "Oh, you're a lettering artist." I'm like,
Like,
"No,
yes,
I'm
I
not.
am."
It's like I would disagree with people. I'm like, "No, I'm just like doing it for now until I get a job in UX again." And then finally, it was like, "Wait, 4 years have passed. I think I'm not a UX designer anymore because I don't think I could get a job doing that anymore." Because things change so quickly in that world that it's like you can't really. I mean, yeah, I could pick it back up, but it's just a different thing. I don't know. That's a weird trumpety thing. I don't really like
it.
that. It's too far out.
It's a little F-like with that. Maybe the connection is a little.
Yeah. Oh, I'll figure it
little
out.
light.
Yeah. What was I doing? Here. Sometimes I just gotta like start over. Not start over, but like take out that spot that's giving me an issue. Fill it back in. And then because like a lot of it's based on a gesture, so like I'm trying to base it off of these two here. And so I'll start from here and go down. Also, if you're new to lettering or just drawing in general, like you always want to be pulling towards you. I mean, you can like draw away from you, but you get like the most even, what's the word?
Consistent?
Yeah, like consistent and like more natural looking lines if you pull towards you. And if you, base it on like a smaller axis rather than like using your fingers. So
Yeah, you
that's
want to
something.
keep your wrist more rigid.
Yeah, that was a game changer for me when I learned that.
Yeah.
It like changed everything. But nowadays we have these cool this here. We have the smoothing effect.
Ooh.
So I can it can be all over the place and it still makes a nice line. I think it's the contact crane's not the best example of that.
But you're using it for sketching purposes.
Yeah.
So that's exactly why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's great. Yes, Voodoo Val is right. Don't forget, we have 7 minutes until portfolio submissions are due. We are going to take a look at those portfolios once they're in there, and Ari and I will give you some creative commentary. Yeah, super excited commentary.
That's weird.
That
Don't
E?
like that.
Oh,
Do not like that. But you don't know until you try it.
that's right. You don't know
was like,
until
maybe-
you try it. You're
Maybe I'll like that. No, that was really weird.
You're like,
And not
this is
in a
the
good
one.
way. Wasn't a cute weird.
I love it. You're like, it wasn't cute weird. It was different weird. Like, that's cool.
Cute
Weird can be cute too.
Yeah.
All the things.
I don't know. Again, I think I might. No, I'm trying to adhere too much to these rules. I think I'm just gonna do this and call it a day. Not yet, but you know what I mean. Let's figure it out.
You're like, maybe not yet. I'm like,
not like
wait,
call it
what?
a day.
I was like, wait, what? I'm making sure that we've got some
Metaphorically calling it a day on that crossbar on that E, because that was
I'm
weird.
calling it on this.
Yeah, on this one
Yeah.
specific spot. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's happening here? I don't know. Let's fix that. That's weird. But again, I'm like, I have to remember I'm using the contact crane for a reason. I'll work on that later. I'm just feeling like the
Super.
spotlight is scary. Oh. Okay.
Remember, it's just us in
I
here.
know.
It's just us.
There is
We're just
no
hanging out,
actual
listening to Paco
spotlight.
breathe, and it's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna fill these in so I can get a sense of weight.
So Kerwin's asking, do you typically use traditional media or do you operate more digitally with Fresco and Photoshop, etc.?
Well, so I did work digitally a lot, and then if you're just joining us now, then I think I'll be repeating this for some people. But yeah, I used to work digitally a lot, but then I found myself relying too heavily on what I could do digitally instead of just thinking what's the best option and what's the best style, or I don't know. I was using the tools as the dictation for what I was making versus just having a brain. I found that I was relying on it, so I decided to switch things and start working on my trusty sketchbook and marker paper and doing it that way, because that's how I started. Yeah, these are very, very wide. I'm gonna have to fix that. You know what? Because we're not too committed to these forms yet, I'm just gonna squish them.
Nice. There you go. Wide no more. That's the wide no more tool.
Yeah.
So
Just squish it.
So essentially what you did is use the transform tool to condense. And you guys can use that so that you can really take the marquee, select exactly what you want, and transform it to your liking while you're still working on it, especially in sketch mode.
Yeah, because up here I realized my E and my F and my B is a little wide right now for these. I have to go back and fix this style because it's to match these. But my G, A, pretty big, so I'm gonna have to fix that too. So I'm just gonna do that now since I'm thinking about it.
There you go.
Go back into that layer. I'm not gonna worry about that thing there.
You're like, that tail doesn't matter.
Yeah. And since I would not normally do this after I've actually drawn the form.
But this is Sketch Zone.
Yeah. So
yeah.
this is a good just tool to use for, if you just want to make some quick visual adjustments before you actually start drawing. Oops, nope. I always forget to deselect. There we go. That A, I don't know. I think that might be a little wide. So I'll just fix that now.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's fun. Just kind of gets it out of the way. It's on the right angle there. So I'll fix that. I'm going to fix this one while I'm at it because it's also not at the right angle. So although I'm in sketch mode, I'm like basically I'm setting myself up to play telephone later, like while I'm translating, and so it's just easier if you get like a decent sketch underneath, so that you can like not go on autopilot, but like not have less to worry about.
Yeah, Jan Erik, welcome, and thank you for being here.
Okay. Oh, I keep doing that. That's not how that works.
KVP,
No.
welcome.
Deselect. There we go.
Hey.
Okay, so now I have a little bit more space. I'm going to grab
Looks
this
good.
G, because I already have it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to take this.
You're like, what's up, G? Let's go down here.
Sup, G?
What's up?
Oh my gosh.
You're like, yup.
Such a
yup.
dad joke.
I know.
Oh my gosh. I came up with a really good dad joke yesterday.
Oh yeah?
Do
tell.
What's so dumb. What's a lollipop's favorite seasoning?
Oh. I don't know.
Garlic. I don't know. It was so stupid. Oh.
That's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty bad.
Like I really had to reach for that one. I was like, garlic.
Garlic.
I giggled to myself, and my
You're like,
friend was like,
"That's
oh
pretty good."
my god, that was just, he's like, please never repeat that. And here I am, like, repeating it to all of you. Yay.
Kerwin's like, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Okay, hold your horses there.
Oh, garlic. People are loving this.
Like, what?
So funny.
If you repeat that joke, credit me.
Oh yeah, definitely credit her. More dad jokes,
I came up
please.
with that yesterday. I took a lot of heat for that with my friend yesterday. I was like,
all right, you guys, we are ready for portfolio review. The time has come. We have 2 portfolios selected. I'm very excited about this, and we're gonna hop onto my screen and take a look, and we'll give some feedback. So. Hello, we are back, and let's take a look at our first portfolio. This is Anthony Sanchez's portfolio. He's a visual designer out of Puerto Rico, and let's see a little bit about Anthony. He's a background in computer engineering and has proven problem-solving skills. He likes to work on several creative fields at a time and find interesting ways to combine them. Creating design solutions and reaching people's deep emotions is what he wants to set out to do. So let's take a look.
Cool.
We can start wherever you want.
Oh, I'm drawn to the drawing.
Yeah?
Like how
all right,
sketchy
let's
it
get in
is.
here.
Sketchbook girls, okay. Let's
Sketchbook
look.
girls. Nice anatomy.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
I think I'm drawn to things that I know I can't do. Like, I look at that, I'm like, that is amazing.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It's just, I love all the contour lines, the gestures. Like,
Oh,
there's like
wow.
a feeling of movement.
Anthony's like,
all
it's
of it.
me.
Aww.
Yeah. Are these friends of yours, Anthony, or are they from your imagination? I'm curious. This is really
I
beautiful.
really like these, yeah.
I like the way that you're texturizing the hair and bringing in just like a very simple outline to give that depth and contrast.
Yeah, and I know they're sketches, but like it's still, I don't know. Right now, I'm visually drawn to like the human element of a lot of things because we're so saturated with perfect digital things, and like just over refinement and to the point where things feel sterile. And so I really enjoy.
This is great. Beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. Like the really thick lines in her hair. It's like I could like imagine.
Very cool.
What it's actually like. Yeah, I want to know. Are they?
I love what
friends.
I do.
Okay, good.
I love what you do too. Yes.
Cool.
Go in there and appreciate that, everybody.
Love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What's next?
Okay, let's look at that V logo mark.
Okay. Vignette.
Ooh.
Vignette Lifestyle Consulting Group. Oh, looks nice. Winter 2018. Fashion, elegance, lifestyle. It's a consulting group that aims to provide lifestyle solutions for individuals and companies.
Yeah, I like the rhythm that you get when you squint at something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Looks good.
Yeah. Elegant solutions. For
I like the high
lifestyle.
contrast
Yeah,
font that you
it's
selected.
perfect for fashion.
Yep.
So good on that.
Yeah. Ooh, I wonder, did you do the photography too? Good vibes is all you need.
Yeah.
Oh, there we
I
go.
love that. It's nice and simple.
Vignette.
And you know, there's a circle in it, so I love it. I'm like so into the
Lust.
circles.
I was wondering if that was
Yeah.
lust. Very pretty.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I like the process. It's always cool to see.
Ooh, good mock-up. Yeah, getting it out there.
Heck yeah.
Ooh, nice job. All right, let's see. What else do we got? What's this bearded guy?
Yeah, I want to know.
Crunchy Gandalf.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
That's kind of like what we're working with
That's
right now.
fun.
The
There
really
you go.
tight, angular letters.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
Very calligraphic.
Crunchy
Nice.
Gandalf.
I like this. The illustration.
I want to know the story behind
let's
this.
See if
Why
there is
crunchy?
Story.
Like
'Cause
crunchy
maybe, like,
isn't
hipster?
like
Like hipster
granola
Gandalf?
crunchy. Like what?
Let's see. Like, what kind of crunchiness? Oh, he has his own wine.
What?
He's got his own cafe. I like this. There's
Just
nothing
manifesting.
about this. Personal logo and branding design for a stylish hipster
Gamer.
Yes. There we go. I kind of felt that.
Yeah.
You know, that's awesome.
I love
Okay.
that like you have a whole lifestyle brand.
Yeah, I do too.
around
Let's see
it.
that beard
Like, you
again.
have- yeah.
Yes, that beard is
You got wine, you got a
Everything.
cafe, you got
so good. Personal branding is the
Manifest
best.
that.
Okay, let's
Okay,
see.
logo-
Maybe
yeah.
gal off duty or logo folio.
Let's do logo
or-
folio.
Okay, logo folio. Festival casual. I'm just
Okay.
gonna assume that these are a folio of logos.
Yeah.
Folio of
I
logos.
think so, yeah.
CH. I would love to see like if there was a little bit of context of these
Yeah.
underneath each one, as in like, you know, what is the
Mm-hmm.
peluqueria and what is ever after.
Yeah.
Social society. I kind of have a guess, but still unsure.
Yeah. I think these would be good as like if you have a logo farm of just like all the logos that
Yeah.
you've done, and then break them out into each each project.
That eye's driving me crazy, Anthony. You've got to fix that eye. The height on it's your C's are they're too
Bigger.
tight. Yeah. Pink panda, cute. Nice. Ooh, interesting. I wonder what that is.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, I would love to know a little bit more context about each logo and
Yeah, like that
What
one's
is?
really different. I'm like,
Mhm.
I want to know what does NV stand for? Like,
Yeah.
who's the client? What what segment are they in? I don't know.
Nice. Okay. Anthony, you've got some great work here. It's beautiful. Keep doing what you do.
I
All
do love
right.
that he's like rebranding Costco, or what is that? I didn't even think. Yeah,
Let's
he just
see.
redesigned,
Redesign Costco.
proposed.
A new design, but it still feels like us.
Is this real?
No, I don't believe so from what he said. He said everything but Costco.
So I was like, is this a new rebrand that we don't know about? Oh my gosh.
It's like, I would know about it.
Yeah, okay. I was like,
I'm
what?
like, I'm sorry, I would know
Yeah.
about it.
I'm like, what? Okay.
It's like, that's just kind of my thing.
yeah.
Nice. All right.
Cool.
Oh, I like
Yeah,
your
I like
sketching
that.
process. This is great to see this.
Yeah, just like, I'm just going to set
Yeah.
Costco in a different type and then call it good. And it's like you actually showed your work.
Welcome to the family.
Cool. I like that.
Nicely done. Is this you? Did you go to Costco, Anthony?
Dress up and
He's like, is this me? Is that you? Okay,
Cute.
you work.
I like
That's
that.
awesome. Ooh. All right. Oh, and here's our next portfolio. That was like the quickest exchange.
Cool.
All right, so Rachel McLean is a student in graphic design advertising. She's from Bowling Green, Kentucky. And let's see a little bit about her. Currently a student at the Nasi College of Art and Design in Nashville, Tennessee, studying graphic design with a concentration in advertising. And you have a little typo there on design, so I'm just gonna let you know so that you can fix it to be perfectly...
Unless you are studying graphic to sing. I don't know if
To sing. You
that's a
never
new
know.
thing. I don't know.
All right, so Rachel, let's take a look. And if you're out there, Rachel, let us know. Where do you want to start?
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Wait, hold on. Did she say that she's working at what is it? Ingrad?
Nasi College of Art and Design in Nashville.
Oh, okay. I was thinking
That's what it
somewhere?
says currently, but
Okay.
I think that she's currently at Inked Brands.
Okay.
So
Cool.
that looks like a bit old of a...
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
All
okay.
right. Brooklyn Brewery. Let's start here.
Yeah, because even just from like face value, you definitely look like someone that's living in that part of the country, like that. Those types of
Nice.
clients. It's like the whiskey feel, the beverage, the music.
Brooklyn Brewery. Ooh.
look at
Naranjito. American
It's a
Pale.
funky bee.
Yeah. Bel Air Sour.
Yeah, I'd like to know about the brewery, like what their identity
Yeah.
is, like how
Yeah.
your
I would put a little bit more description
Mm-hmm.
of what you did, why you did it, what the background is, if it was a rebrand or if
Yeah.
it was, because it says fresh new package design for 2 of Brooklyn Brewery's beers. Yeah, but I do like that you have mocked it up. It looks very nice. Nice
Yeah.
job. All right. Okay. Let's take a look. What do you want to look through next?
I want to know what that. Oh, am I in the way? What is that?
No.
It's a little.
Oh, the flower?
Yeah, no, let's look at the one that's above it. Like, what's that?
Ooh,
Let's stare
3D
at
app
3D.
icon.
Whoa.
Whoa. Reel to reel, man. This is
Dang.
awesome.
Wait, this is an app icon?
App icon made in Moto. Huh.
Like,
Wow.
I can't. I'm trying to imagine that as an icon. Like that'd be like scaled down. That's like,
Yeah.
really tiny. I mean, it's really cool this large. Like you can see all that texture and detail. But I'm like, I can't imagine that being like super
Yeah.
easy to understand as a small icon.
Yeah, maybe it's just more of a rephrasing what it is.
Yeah.
More of a 3-dimensional
Like rendering of
study.
I don't know. Yeah.
Very cool. I do agree. Maybe show it small and big just so that you can see if it's an icon. All right. Ooh, let's check out Balanced.
yeah.
Personal branding.
Because
Oh,
that's- yeah.
nice. Personal branding.
Nice.
Oh, this is fun.
Oh yeah, I
I
like,
like
the
this.
yeah.
Yeah. You've got some script in the background that looks hand done.
We both did the
We're
same
like,
sound. That's an interesting, yeah, like the underlay of the
Balanced.
of the,
Oh,
the
topography.
connection.
Yeah. Looks like the land.
I really like this.
The color
rendering.
palette, I think,
Yeah, I think
helps.
it's easier to understand what's going on when it's not reversed out.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh.
another way to do it.
That's cool.
Balanced,
I like that.
but it's unbalanced.
Wait, hold on. Because okay, here's the thing: if this were the first thing I saw, I wouldn't have read balance.
Bulk, no. I would have
But
read
because
bulk
I'm
and
already like my brain is already like balance, and I see this and think balance. But yeah, so that's
It's the placement of the C.
yeah. So balance. How would you?
Or maybe it's supposed to be making you think.
Bal-
I'm like, we're getting very
Balkend.
deep. I'm like,
Balkend.
maybe. Color palette's pretty.
yeah.
Interesting. So it's a mix of pattern with topography, with geometry.
Can you scroll down? Is there any information about? No. Okay.
No,
Yeah, I'd like
do-
to know. Like,
yeah.
are you like? Because I think I know what you're getting at. But if you were to have a write up about the intent. That's cool. The intent of all of this, of like, I'm like, if it's personal branding. So if you're like a combination of type A and type B, creative and structured, and like order and chaos, like you're balancing those two things. I would like to read that.
Yeah.
And know
natural
that like,
and
that's who you are and that's part of your identity. And so you're trying to show that through visuals.
All right, what's next? Maybe we do wildfire.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Oh, just a logo.
Oh.
Let's see if there's anything in here. Wildfire logos. Nope, again, but you know that now, so definitely add some definition and description around the work so that people understand.
Yeah, and I want to know like what the three,
what are those?
like they look like little hamburgers. Like that's what I think of.
These?
Yeah, like on a menu bar.
The little crosses?
Hamburger bar. Like that's, yeah.
A little detail.
I want to know like what that is and why. And
yeah, I'm curious what these are back
Yeah.
here. They look like mechanical parts
Yeah, I
for
think
torches, like maybe a torch. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Wildfire. Very interesting. But I think that, you know, again, if Rachel McLean is a student in graphic design advertising, this is some pretty great work for being just a student.
Yeah.
Let's see what this Nick Cave brochure is. Nick Cave feet. Mock-ups always make everything look nicer. Primary logo for Nick Cave. I'm guessing this is for a new album. Maybe not, but we don't know.
Maybe it's a tour or
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, wait, can you scroll back up?
Ooh, interesting. Here?
Huh. Okay, so when it's set in that like in the pattern, I don't really see the visual gap between the FE and then the AT. Like I need that to be resolved.
Tightened.
Yeah, they're tightened or like spread. Yeah, because you have really tight FE.
Really
and
tight
then the AT. I mean, it is tough to kern those two things together. Like the A is just always a problem, but yeah. When it's a single color, it's really, really obvious.
Promotional. What's that? Nick Cave. All right. Looks like it's something that's going to be happening in the past.
Yeah.
Amazing.
In the best.
Well, I think that, there's even a little video too. Let's see what that is. We might not watch the whole thing, but...
Art museum, redesign.
Oh, there we go.
Promotion, materials for the exhibit. This is
Cool. Materials for the exhibit. This is a style guide with all of them in it. All right. Well, I do like that. At least there's a little bit more description here, so that's helpful.
Yeah.
That makes promotion make sense now because it's a chapter within the book, so that definitely makes it much more understandable as to what it is versus just showing promotional.
Yeah. And
I
too,
would
like,
maybe remove that one because it doesn't really show off your creative skill.
Yeah. And I think too, like in all portfolios, you're telling a story, and so you have to imagine like how would you be reading this as a first-time viewer. So sometimes it's okay to have your information underneath your image, but like a lot of times in something like this, when it's a lot of images, either like with Behance, like create it into a photo grid and have your
or write a
little right up at the top so we can see, oh, this is what it is, and now I know what I'm looking at and I can appreciate it more rather than focusing on like, what is this? And trying to, navigate that.
I think
instead
that's
of looking at your work.
Great advice, yeah. You guys did a really great job. It's very brave to submit your portfolios. It's also brave to, get them critiqued in front of everyone. So Rachel, Anthony, you guys did an amazing work. We've got about 10 minutes or so left, so we'll hop back into Ari's work and we'll be able to check everything out. Yeah, usually we've got a little bit of time.
So fast.
I know, right? So let's hop back over onto your iPad and we will, we will keep working on Big Fail Energy.
For context, usually these take me like, I don't know, 15 hours. And so having 4 hours total between the 2 days, I don't know if we're going to get there, but we
Well, I think we've gotten pretty far already, so this is great.
And so at this point, I'm like, they're not perfect forms by any means. I'm not totally happy with all of it, but it's enough to get me started. So I'm going to merge these down. I'm going to move.
I think it's already looking like a family, a big fail family of letters.
Okay, so these are pretty much in line. They're on the grid. I think someone asked earlier, does Fresco come with grids? No, but there's the ruler. Wait, oh, you can't see it on my screen.
The ruler?
It's in this far right corner, on the bottom corner. There's a ruler, and you can create your guides really easily, and they're customizable guides, not just like a basic upright, like horizontal X, Y axis.
Exactly.
You can make your own. So that's really nice about Fresco. I don't know, is that in all of the drawing apps?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. I mean, I think it's in most of them. It just appears in a different format. And Jonathan S. Voodoo Val did say she saw your portfolio, but it was empty. So I would take a look and see if that's something that you can add to Behance.
Okay. So I'm going to take this, and so I just grouped them. And now I'm bringing them down in opacity. Just enough so I can like kind of see it, because again, sometimes if it's too bright, then I'm like really, and then I stick too much to the forms, which I need to have the flexibility to be creative. So I'm gonna go back into regular sketching and grab a pencil.
Cool.
Because that's what I like to use. I don't really like to use full on black because it just hurts my eyes sometimes. High contrast. Okay. So I'm actually going to start with the F because it's the one that I like the most.
Nice.
And so I'm going to let that dictate a lot of what
You're like,
I'm
I'm
doing.
feeling this F.
Yeah,
Big
and like
time.
The ruler here, I'm going to use that. And I'm going to use that to my advantage right now.
Nice.
Because I want it to be... Ooh, yeah, you got to rotate within the bounds of the... Okay. There we go. So I want to have a nice straight line, and using the ruler will show me just how far off I was in sketching.
Well, yeah, I mean, my straight lines are never straight sketching.
Well, like I'll be
I have
like
such a
way
shaky
off.
hand naturally, so if I have coffee, it's even worse.
So with this ruler, because it's already open and it's hard to get in the exact same position every time, like I will just go through and just do all of my horizontal lines because I'm at the same, not horizontal, vertical lines. There we go. Because I'm at the same like angle. And I don't want to have to try to get that back. So I'm just going to do it now.
Nice.
So I'm going to do this. You know what? I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to make that go away. I'm going to grab, I like to have like a base unit that I work with. So let's do, I'm going to grab this again. Make a nice straight line here, which I will not adhere to for the long term, but okay. I'm just going to get like a building block created, so then I can take and close this up.
Nice.
So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna select it, and then I'm gonna duplicate selection, and now I have this for future reference. So I'm just gonna put over to the side, and then I'm gonna erase this little tail here that doesn't need to be there.
Yeah. Wani Garcia Forn says, that ruler tool is so cool.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's great because
Yeah, it is so cool.
making perfect lines. You're like, oh, here you go.
Yeah.
Just do it for me.
Totally. You're like, thank you, ruler. You're saving the day.
I'm
Go
gonna
Adobe.
Put my smoothing all the way up to 100
Nice.
because I'm making these like really, like I have to be thoughtful about my lines here.
That smoothing tool is great.
Yeah.
Makes it
It's kind of
very-
like, it is like an adjustment to get used to it because it's not like, it doesn't have the same pull as like regular drawing.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult.
You have to like think of it as like as you're grabbing something and you're like dragging it.
Yeah, it's
Like,
a
it
little
has that-
slower.
Yeah, it's like it's physically slower, but it also like it goes. Yeah, it's like if you had something attached to a rope and you're dragging it through the sand. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
kind of
interesting.
how it would like how big your curves would be. Like
Ooh.
so.
I like that. Definitely much smoother.
Yeah.
You're like, here's my rope sand.
Yeah, I mean, like that's when I started thinking about it that way. I was like, oh, and also I love that when you angle it like this, it actually gives you like what you would have if you were actually drawing with a pencil.
Wani Garcia is asking, you have a smoothing tool too? It's like, yeah, there's a smoothing tool down there.
Cool.
Nice. So will you take these into vector afterwards, or what will you do?
Depends. I mean, for a client, I would be drawing at like the maximum capacity as I possibly could, and like depending on the style. So for this style, I would like properly vector it because it is so clean. But other styles, if you have a high enough resolution and you know how to handle the live trace tools, if you know how to refine it, and then like cleaning up your weird points and stuff. If you're intentional and thoughtful about it, like you don't have to do the proper vectoring,
Right.
like a lot of people do. I think there's like this in the lettering community. There's like a pretty, I don't know. There's like a maybe I'm just making it up. Maybe it's not as bad as I think, but like people show their handles and like how perfect their vectors are, and it's like not every piece has to be that way.
It's more for type, I think. Like if you're creating a font that you definitely want to have pixel perfect.
Oh,
but
for sure.
I think for lettering it's different.
Yeah, but I think like we get really enamored with the idea that we have to. Oh wait, can I do this? I always forget. Yes, that's right. Okay,
Is it the
so you
double
can, like-
tap?
No, like
paint.
filling.
That's right.
Yeah, and like you can change your threshold. So if I want to do that, that would do the whole thing.
You're like, that's a big threshold.
I don't want to do that. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe.
You're like,
I guess it was fine the first time. I didn't. Oh, man. Oh, because there's a little gap there. You gotta,
I know, right?
gotta
Those
close
little
your
gaps. Gotta close those. Mind the gap. Mind the gap. Yeah, so we have about just 30 seconds or so left.
Shoot.
Just under the wire.
Overshoot.
But look at overshoot. That's
My
some
Minnesotan is
Midwesterness.
coming out hard right now.
Well, we have Ari Woeste here today and tomorrow, so thank you, Ari. It was an amazing show. We went through a lot of interesting grid making as well as, how we're going to formulate tomorrow, and you're going to look into live brush and watercolor and the whole thing. So stay with us, you guys. We've got another great show right after this, and we'll be back tomorrow.
Cool. Bye.